Today we are featuring Quiandra Pemberton. She recently became a certified digital marketing professional. Quiandra is a digital content manager, an entrepreneur, part-time dance educator, and certified makeup artist, and so much more. Join us in welcoming Quiandra to Good Morning SKN. A pleasant good morning, Quiandra, and welcome to Good Morning SKN.
A pleasant good morning to you as well. I'm happy to be here.
How are you today?
I'm a little nervous, but I'm doing well. Thank you.
So what motivated you to become a certified marketing professional?
Well, I've always been interested in social media. It's been a part of my life as long as I can remember. And I got employed at a marketing agency. Originally, my role was just personal assistant tasks, but it transitioned into me managing social media for a variety of clients. And in doing that, I found a new passion, and I decided to pursue it on a higher level.
So you found something that you were good at that you probably never had an interest in before? Or did you have an interest in it?
I wouldn't say I didn't have interest, but I did not think like that could be a career. I was actually on the path to study law. I did my associates in law, and I don't know, I guess life had other plans, so I just took it by the horns, and then I just ran with it.
And it worked for you?
It worked for me, yes.
Well, you're doing a lot of things, obviously, because when Cortentia read your bio, it seems like, okay, there's so much more to you. So it doesn't surprise me at all. How do you find the time, though?
Honestly, I don't know how. Sleep is very limited for me. But I find that this is the time in my life where I should be pushing towards achieving my goals, so I could enjoy the later years, you know? So that is what motivates me. I always wanted to make my mother proud too. So I have a lot of driving forces that encourage me to kind of push past the fatigue, the tiredness, and to achieve like greatness.
I love that. I love that. So tell us about your experience making the course from the Digital Marketing Media Institute, sorry.
So I started the course in September of last year. We had 6 months to complete the course materials and a 3-hour exam. If I'm being honest, I wasted about 5 of those 6 months.
Wow.
And then the month before, I was like, Quiandra, it's either you crack down now or you would have wasted all that money. So I doubled down. I went through all the course materials. I did all the available quizzes. I really pushed hard.
In a month?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I took the exam about 2 days before the deadline. Ran into some technical issues, had to reschedule, did it the day before the deadline, and I was able to pass with a pretty good score. They said I scored within the top 7% of the course.
Look at you.
I was shocked because I did not feel mentally prepared, but it was a great experience for sure.
So would you say procrastination helped you to get to the grade that you got?
Honestly, probably, but I would not recommend it.
I would
not recommend it.
I'm looking at you, I'm like, say no, Quiandra.
Yes, do not procrastinate. But it personally drove me to completion, because without like that push, like Quiandra, you have a month, you need to do this, I probably would have just skated so personally for me, but don't do that.
Don't do that.
Yes.
All right,
From the expert.
from the expert procrastinator.
Yes.
Let's talk about the way that you've been able to apply some of your knowledge, because obviously you worked in this field before. You've been working for a while. How do you convince people that they need a marketing expert?
Okay, that's a good question. I find that digital marketing in particular is still kind of an unexplored field here in St. Kitts. We have a lot of marketers, but upon doing the course, I realized how different digital marketing is to marketing. There's a wider audience that you can reach. I find sometimes we might think on a local level, but there's like a global reach. So digital marketing. So I would really encourage small businesses and the large corporations alike to really consider getting a digital marketer, because the potential reach for their business is exponential.
Well, that makes a lot of sense indeed.
Yeah.
So can you share with us some of your experience in the marketing industry thus far?
Okay, yes. As I said, I worked for an agency. It's called Open Interactive.
Okay.
I've mainly dealt with local clients. I've dealt with cable, the Ministry of Justice and Legal Affairs, the Ministry of Entertainment and Talent Development, mainly governmental clients and a few corporate clients. But I've actually gotten the chance to engage with international brands. We staged the Caribbean Investment Summit twice, and I was able to be a part of it in the second year. And I got to meet people from all around the world, make connections that probably would not have been able to make otherwise. So I would say it has been a really rewarding experience working there.
Good, good. So do you see yourself going global? Are you going to remain in St. Kitts and ensure that this is pushed in our island, or are you going to go overseas?
Well, I definitely plan to go overseas to study, but I hope to return because I definitely think we need these kind of individuals in our market.
Good stuff.
I'm not opposed to like branching out, but I feel like we need to cultivate what we have here.
So the path to entrepreneurship, what can you tell us that led to it, and some insights for the general public?
So my path to entrepreneurship actually, it did not begin that way. I liked to do makeup. I would do makeup for my friends, family, and then I was given the push to pursue it as a business endeavor. So I opened my makeup artistry business. It was originally called Beat by Key, and I would do freelance work here and there because I was still a student at the time. I was still in high school, so I could not devote my time to it fully. But in 2018, I relaunched with a brand new name, Lock and Key Makeup Artistry. As I said, I wanted to pursue law, so I had interest in intellectual property, and I knew I wanted a name that I could trademark. So I said, that's a nice play on my name, Lock and Key, a nice pun, I like a good pun. So I launched that in 2018, and that flourished into a makeup line in 2020, and the rest is history. I currently operate both still. The cosmetic line is still getting there in terms of traction, but I found quite a bit of success with the makeup artistry business.
You found a niche.
Yes, I found a
And I'm
niche.
looking at some of the photos there. Any memories on that one?
This one was actually for a competition that they had for Carnival. They had a makeup artist competition, and I did not want to enter because I'm afraid to put myself out there like that. But
you are?
Yeah, my cousin was like, girl, you have to enter. That's the person in the photo. She was like, you need to enter, I'll be your model. And it was a good experience. I got more noticement from it, I would say. Clientele definitely increased. So I'm definitely glad that I did it.
And I'm glad you did too. I am glad you did too. So now dance. Tell me, how does that, you do so many things. How do you manage to fit that into your schedule?
Well, I think the fact that dance is probably my number one passion. I always find time for that. I've been dancing since I was about 4 years old. And I couldn't see life without dance. So if I had to cut out something else for dance, I probably would. But yeah, it's definitely my number one passion and something I couldn't live without.
So you, earlier, a little birdie was saying you instruct kids to dance. How old?
Yes, I currently teach 5 to 7 years old with one company, and then another company I teach the preteens.
Companies?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. You are a superwoman.
Quite an artist. Quite an artist. So you were dancing at 4 years old. I gotta ask this because I don't know if you're gonna tell me the truth or not, but I'm hoping you're gonna tell me the truth. At 4 years old, when you began to dance, were you actually any good?
No.
Okay.
I had no coordination. My mother would tell me this. You had 2 left feet. For someone, of Caribbean descent, who expected to have rhythm, I did not have that. So it was definitely a journey for sure.
Now they tell me. Thank you.
Yes.
All right, so let's talk about the boutique that you are in the process of launching. The
Yes.
Social Key.
Yes, the social key. I have like a driving, like I find the small businesses, they definitely don't see the value of having a dedicated marketer at times. Knowing from my experience of being an entrepreneur, I feel like I can do it all. So I definitely want to offer services to small business owners at an affordable price, because I definitely see the need for a dedicated marketer. Sometimes when we try to fill too many roles, some things get lost. And this is a part of the business that definitely needs to be cultivated in order, to get a return. So I definitely want to explore that through the social key.
That's great. And key, by the way, guys, is QUI.
Yes.
The social key. Great for trademarking.
Yeah.